All right, before we went for our break just now, we talked about blue ocean strategy. Okay, so in blue ocean strategy, there are 4 important points that you need to answer, not you as in the organization or the managers. Okay, among these 4 points, 4 questions, is which of the factors that the industry takes for granted should be eliminated. Industry bermaksud not your organization, but the overall organization. Point number 2, which factors should be reduced well below the industry standard? Point number 3, which factors should be raised well above the industry standard? Which factors should be created that the industry has never offered? Okay, so these are the 4 factors. Okay, so we take the example of AirAsia. Okay, so kita cuba jawab soalan, ada 4 questions here. So which of the factors that the industry takes for granted? So industry AirAsia is flying lah. Okay, airplane flying lah. Okay, so if we were to answer the first question, which of the factors that the industry takes for granted? Example dia ialah eliminate competing factors, which is you eliminate free food. I think everyone agrees with me. Kalau naik AirAsia, dia tak ada makanan. So you have to pay. Alright? Kalau you naik MAS, dia ada makanan kat situ. So by eliminating the free food in AirAsia flights, the cost became cheaper. Okay? They eliminate that. Okay. Cik Ira ada situ?
Ada, Doktor.
Okay. Try answer question number 2. Which factor should be reduced well below industry standard? Kita pakai example AirAsia juga. So the key point is to reduce investment. How did AirAsia make it? Sebab which factors should be reduced well below the industry standard? Cuba think of this. Kalau siapa-siapa lain nak cuba pun tak ada masalah. Go ahead. In order for you to answer this question, maybe you boleh compare di antara MAS dengan AirAsia. Maybe then you can understand. So there are certain standards that you need to do, but dia dah reduce cost tu. So in AirAsia, dia dah reduce this investment. What are? Can you give me some examples? Or give me one example. Or siapa boleh jawab soalan nombor 3? Which factor should be raised well above the industry standard?
Nombor 3 tu mungkin dia boleh increase flight hours atau dia boleh increase kekerapan penerbangan.
Bingo, tepat sekali. Because memang kalau dulu, kalau just compare lah AirAsia MAS, kalau dulu MAS dia ada flights tapi very limited timing. But now AirAsia dalam satu hari ada 5-6 flight ke Jakarta. Okay, so well above the industry standard. Industry standard dia 3 flight je, but dia dah pergi banyak dah. So each time memang akan orang frequent flyers. Betul? Fazrin ni tadi tu.
Ya, Doktor.
Okay, how about question number 4? Which factor should be created that the industry has never offered before? Or maybe question 2. Siapa boleh jawab? Hafiz? Can?
4.
4, okay. Question 4. Cik Hafiz
Cuba
Okay, go ahead. Boleh.
Asia after during the pandemic, Asia during the new apps delivery food became online. Means semasa berlakunya pandemik, CEO sendiri Tony Fernandez dia buat satu application di mana dia akan gunakan apps tu untuk deliver food. Dia macam Foodpanda lah.
Yes, correct. Yes, I remember that. Betul. Siapa ini? Hafiz ke Fahmi?
Hafiz.
Hafiz, okay. Betul. Yes, correct. I remember the app. So it created something new. Sebab okay, which factor should be created? So has never offered. Memang tak pernah ada lah. Okay, memang surely tak pernah ada lah. You have never seen MAS ada betul setakat ni, tak ada lah kan. Okay, that's a new orang kata that's something new lah, totally new. Okay, that has never been offered before. Another thing that has never been offered before is AirAsia was the first company in Malaysia to provide online booking untuk penerbangan. Okay, before this, kalau you nak naik MAS, you have to buy ticket over the counter. You kena pergi MAS office. You maybe kena telephone and give your credit card and so on, things like that. But AirAsia was the first company in Malaysia yang allow you to buy your ticket semuanya online. That has never been offered. Okay. Question number 2. Senyap question number 2. Which factor should be reduced? Dia punya key point dia reduce the investment. Anyone can boleh teka tak jawapan? Bukan teka lah, boleh bagi some points tak?
Mungkin penggunaan facilities dia yang luxurious dia boleh reduce, atau quality seat dia.
Betul.
So that dia boleh reduce the cost.
Yes, betul. Yes, correct. They can reduce it through this way lah, because reducing the seating, choosing of the seats, and then kalau you masih
staffing mungkin doktor.
Can you repeat that?
Staffing mungkin dalam flight tu berapa orang je, tak boleh ramai dia punya.
Yes, betul. When you say staffing kan, kenapa dia berkait dengan investment? Sebab let's say satu penerbangan you need about, let's say kita bagi satu nombor lah, 10 orang. Daripada maksudnya 2 orang pilot, so you need 8 people, steward and stewardess. So 8 people steward and stewardess ni you kena train them lah. Okay, you kena train them. Alright. So bila you kata pasal train them, you kena start lah kursus you. So you have to invest on 8 people. Okay, you have to invest on 8 people to make them fly. But kalau you macam you kata tadi, reduce dia staff, betul? So let's say kita ambil 4 orang. So now you have reduced your investment lah. You have reduced, you train 4 orang je. So dalam 1 tahun kalau you nak buka iklan, you don't have to iklan untuk 800 orang, you can iklan untuk 400 orang. Betul? That's a good answer as well. Okay. And then macam Fazrin kata tadi, you make do with the seats. Tak payahlah nak seat mahal-mahal. Seat biasa pun cukup lah. Because it's only a 1-2 hour flight. Betul? That's also a reduced investment. Any more? Any more answers on that? Okay. Kalau you tengok, if you compare, you masih ingat tak KLIA, bukan KLIA, sebelum dia pergi KLIA, it was near dekat Sepang F1 tu, apa nama terminal tu? Dia ada nama ke? Yang AirAsia punya terminal tu lah. Okay, pernah pergi tak? Have you all been there? It's not KLIA 2 yang sebelum KLIA 2 tu. Pernah pergi tak?
LCCT.
LCCT. You bayangkan LCCT dengan KLIA. Dia punya jauh bezanya. LCCT tu macam satu gudang je kan. Satu gudang je. Penuh kat situ. Ramai macam, some people even call it macam station bus je. Station bus yang besar lah. Alright. But that actually reduce the investment, because why do you need to provide all those luxury service and things like that? Because that can reduce your cost. Contohnya, Asia tak ada business. I mean, they have business seats, but they don't provide business lounge ke apa ke, all those things. Kalau macam MAS, dia dah lah the business seat, first class seat, and then sebelum you datang airport, kalau first class passengers, dia ada lounge dia sendiri untuk makan ke apa. But AirAsia said, no, you don't need that. You don't need that. So they kata, okay, buang ni. Eliminate this. So yes, you can buy a good seat, tapi you don't need to invest lah. Tak payahlah dekat LCCT, dekat airport tu, you buat satu ruangan untuk business class only. So that itself involves cost. So this is how LCCT made up, sebab it was a new game for them. It was a new strategy. Dia orang tak bermain dengan MAS. No, they're not playing with the MAS. They're playing within themselves. Sebab they were the first one to come up with everyone can fly. They were the first one to come up with frequent flyers. They were the first one to offer online, online ticketing. So they were the first one. So they will compete among themselves, hardly. Okay, they will compete among themselves. They don't have to, compete with MAS, compete with Singapore Airlines. No. They will compete among themselves. Okay, because if you remember those, kalau you masih ingat, those days masa AirAsia awal-awal buka dulu, seat number pun tak ada. Seat number tu macam sekadar untuk tunjuk you seat je, but you can enter the flight and duduk mana-mana you suka, lebih kurang macam bus lah pula. Okay? And they didn't even have proper waiting time tau. They will say yes, flight is leaving at 10, tapi bila you sampai airport, you tengok dalam sistem semua orang dah check in, 9:30 boleh jalan gitu. Okay, so it was quite havoc lah, tapi they were okay because they are the only one playing in the market. They don't tak bersaing dengan orang lain because the price that they offer is very, very cheap. Kita boleh pergi ke KL Sabah, KL Sarawak, KL Jakarta for a very cheap price. Okay, so people really liked it because betul juga, why do you need to have food? Sometimes ada orang yang tak suka food, and kalau nak food, they can give you a very simple, minimal food. They don't have to prepare. Kalau MAS, yes, they have to order. Sometimes they have to order, let's say dalam satu flight ada 100 orang, they have to order 100 foods, and some people don't like it, so they wastage, this, that. Alright? Asia, you nak makan apa? Cakap. You nak makan nasi lemak? Okay, ni dia, harga dia, you pay extra. Alright, this is how it goes. Okay, so this is the blue ocean strategy. So in your organization, you can start with a blue ocean strategy as well. Okay, or you can come up with blue ocean strategy because kenapa you nak bersaing dengan orang yang memang dah ada kat situ? It's going to be quite difficult. So Arash, I kalau you nak start business, I think it's very good if you use the blue ocean strategy. How can you reduce your cost? How can you reduce your investment and raise your investment? Okay, but you reduce your cost in your investment here and you raise it somewhere else. So dia balance out balik. And you give something which is a new factor yang orang lain tak ada offer. You offer this. You offer this service. Tak kisahlah if you, even kalau macam ada orang nak jual goreng pisang pun, but you offer something new. Kalau you masih ingat goreng pisang yang paling famous di Shah Alam dulu, what is the difference between them and other goreng pisang yang available? Yalah, setiap tu is subjective. But it was nice because they were the first one in Shah Alam and mungkin dalam goreng pisang yang lain yang offer goreng pisang dalam paper bag as compared to orang lain. They offer dalam plastic bag. So, makan dalam paper bag tu perasaan dia lain sikit kot, things like that. Alright? And they have a proper service. You datang pukul berapa pun, you have to line up there, the service there. Okay? So the blue ocean strategy is a good strategy for you, for your organization to improvise, or for yourself to improvise on how to tackle the market. Okay? How to come into the market. Because you have to remember, the market has already been there. The customers are there already. The products are there already. Okay? So in future, if you were to start a business, so you have to think, do you want to use the red ocean strategy or the blue ocean strategy? The blue ocean strategy is to come up with something new that only you are there. There is least, kalau ada pun very least competition. Sekarang ni, because AirAsia is already there, dah lama kat situ, so company lain pun adalah bersaingan, Malindo, Firefly and all that ada, tapi because of the name AirAsia dah ada, branding tu dah ada kat situ, and they were the first one, so you will still choose AirAsia dulu, kan? I mean, among us pun, first flight pun kita akan tengok AirAsia tu, how much is it? Oh, kalau AirAsia banyak ni, so you dah buat benchmark dah. Kalau AirAsia fly banyak ni, so you dah buat benchmark. Betul. Alright, so And you also need, kenapa nak travel kalau setakat pergi sini, you don't have to pay this much, okay? Sudah ada dah. Alright? Okay, so this is what you say is the blue ocean strategy. Alright, next we can also use, in order to get our company's expertise, strength to evaluate that, we can also use a balanced scorecard. Okay, a balanced scorecard is to check what is our organization financial perspective, customer perspective, internal perspective, and innovation. Okay, so a balanced scorecard is to see how my organization is doing in terms of my customers, in terms of my stakeholders, in terms of my management itself, and how is my ability inside the customer to grow. Okay, so balanced scorecard ni can be given to individuals or as a group dalam satu department lah, macam tu. So you have to see. Kalau kita tengok macam, so macam how do you evaluate balanced scorecard is you will read the balanced scorecard. Kita akan baca balanced scorecard tu based on certain categories. Contohnya, let's say you are working in the IT department. So kita kena evaluate IT department ni siapa dia punya stakeholders. Who are the shareholders there? Who actually has direct contact with them? Who are their customers? So what is the critical factors? How do they do? What do they do? How do they do it? How can we improve them? Okay, and how do we measure them? Let's say the IT department has solved an internet problem. So how do we say that, oh, they are doing well? How do we measure them? How do we say that this department is doing well? Kita nak cakap department IT itu doing well. How do we say the academic department is doing well? How do we say the purchasing department is doing well? So there is a balanced scorecard. Some things that need to be, needs to be at a minimum level. So maksudnya kita evaluate. Kalau purchasing level, banyak ni dia punya score point dia. Okay? Because based on this, we want to see which is our strength. And daripada sini, kita akan buat innovation baru. Okay, so that is what we say is a balanced scorecard. Okay, so maybe you can take this home. Okay, what is the difference between strength, competitive advantage, and sustainable competitive advantage? A strength is something you have, something which the organization has. Okay, a competitive advantage is you offer something different. Okay, you offer that. Okay, a strength can also be you have your good backing, you are in a good location, you are in a blue strategy. Okay, a blue ocean. Okay, competitive advantage is you are already there. You dah ada built up customers. Okay, sustainable. How do you want to maintain your position there? How do you want to say that now in Malaysia I am the best? How do you want to sustain that? These are some questions that you can also pick on or you can answer as you promote the new innovations for your company. Okay. Are you all okay there?
Okay, Doktor.
Alright. Boleh? So any reflection that you nak beritahu saya? What do you understand from this chapter? Okay, if you were to implement, let's say Fazrin, kalau you diberi peluang to implement blue ocean strategy. Okay, if I tell you Fazrin, okay, please start a business. And you want to start a business and you nak pakai teknik, you want to use it through blue ocean strategy. What business would you start?
Online business, Doctor.
Online business. Okay, and what will be something yang you offer? Apa produk yang you akan offer?
Kosmetik.
What product will you offer? Hafiz nak buat kosmetik. What business would you offer? You nak offer jual buku ke? Or you nak jual your services ke? Macam kalau Fazrin kira buat apa tu? Macam sekarang ni kan towards akhir tahun orang evaluate auditors, orang buat tax return income, online service juga, you know. So you have to think of all this. So before you start any sort of business or before you not venture into something new, you have to check the market. Betul, Fazrin, you are going into an online business. But what kind of online business? Let's say you want to do food business. Food business, right? Online. So you have to check what is the market now? What is the market now? What is the market going to come? How is it going to come? How many people are selling this? Kalau kat Ipoh ni berapa ramai yang jual kuih secara online? Or dia jual kalau online tapi susah nak cari. So these are certain things that you need to understand. Alright. Any questions daripada ni sebelum we jump into the next chapter?
Tak ada kata.
Okay.
Okay.
Arash punya business, how is it coming along?
Saya punya business, saya provide services electrical kan. So untuk innovation ni saya ada plan jugalah untuk provide home electrical rumah juga, tapi intelligence punya teknologi yang macam buka lampu pakai handphone je macam. Ada plan juga lah, ada tengah study juga.
Yes. I think Arash ni, kalau you betul-betul look into the blue ocean tu, I think you can get a few ideas. Macam you boleh masukkan beberapa idea kat situ.
Tapi doktor,
yes.
Macam bila saya nak go for that business, saya punya potential client pula akan mengecil sikit lah.
True. I mean, true lah, your client will kecil. Tapi maybe you can also project that in future client tu akan macam mana? Adakah, I mean, memanglah sekarang ni let's say kalau
orang tua tak boleh, orang tua tak reti kan.
Maybe you can focus on, saya bagi satu cadangan lah, taman-taman baru ke, or area baru ke, you can focus on that. Or maybe, things like that lah. You can look in that. Okay, maybe betul. I mean, I'm not defining, saying no. Your market will be smaller, tapi that market tu mungkin akan berkembang juga lah. Okay? For the small time.
In future, betul.
In future akan berkembang lah, because now you are offering, kita boleh buka lampu, buka aircon through mobile app kan, macam itulah.
Betul.
Macam tu. Or small things like that. Betul. Who knows that daripada orang kata anak-anak yang beli sini, dia boleh cakap dengan bapak dia di kawasan lain. Why not you also fix this? So there is a possibility. Lah. But your business, I think is very good kalau you study betul-betul dalam blue ocean strategy ni, and I'm sure you can get some ideas lah. You can get some ideas based on how you want to market the product. Okay. Alright. Macam mana? Lain-lain semua okay? Cik Ira okay? Puan Rashika okay di situ?
Okay, doktor.
Okay saja. Okay. Let's move on to the next chapter. Okay, so the next chapter we'll be talking about choosing innovation. So obviously dalam kepala awak banyak sangat innovation. So Arash ada innovation untuk Wi-Fi, untuk buat Wi-Fi kan sistem rumah. So that's a good innovation. Okay, that is something that's a new product. Betul, that's something new. Bukannya dia buat sendiri, bukannya orang kata dia buat sendiri, dia tak adalah R&D, orang kata. But improvising or delivering something new is also considered as innovation. Okay, improvising or delivering something new is also considered innovation. Sama lah macam orang dulu jual pulut udang kan. Dulu pulut udang ada kayu dicucuk di situ. Sekarang ni pakai stapler. That is sekecil-kecil itu pun is considered as what you say, as innovation juga. Okay, so innovation need not be orang kata a big think macam, oh, kita invest on R&D and buat kereta terbang. No, it doesn't need to be so big. It can be how you deliver your service. It can also be considered as a type of innovation. Okay? It can also be considered as a type of innovation. Innovation need not to be big, but it's also considered, small projects are also considered innovation. Okay, so just get a brief idea. Technologies that underlie products and services evolve along the trajectory. And once we can see the big picture of this trajectory, we will know where the next big breakthrough are likely to be. Looking back at the path of technology has taken over time as far as possible can help to reveal the high dimension that drive economically change. Identifying the marginal payoff of investing in future improvement, each dimension can help identify where the biggest payoff are. So what this passage is saying that in order for us to choose the innovation, we have to see the current big picture. And based on the current big picture, where is the next breakthrough? What is it going to become in future? What is it to become in future? Tengok sekarang what is the market like, and tengok in future what is the market like. Okay, what is the market like? When the smartphones came out, I don't know what year. Okay, that was the big picture then. Oh, semua orang kena ada smartphone. But we did not know the breakthrough would be everyone needs to have a smartphone, and there's so many apps on your smartphone, and you can use this app, and now you need this smartphone for MySejahtera. Okay, so you look at the current big picture and you see where is the next breakthrough going to be. What is it going to be now? Okay, we did not know that years before this. Kita tak tahu yang we can buy flight ticket from our mobile phone. We did not know in years before this. Kita tak tahu yang kita boleh main game on our phone. Game yang hebat-hebat tu. Okay, we did not know that before this we can learn, we can do online classes from our phone. This was not done yet. Okay, we did not know in future dulu-dulu you can ambil gambar melalui phone. Dulu pakai kamera, beli filem, and then we move to digital pula, and then cancel digital. Now you only need your phone. This phone is already good. Kalau keluar rumah without a phone, okay, oh tak boleh. Keluar rumah tanpa wallet boleh lagi. But without a phone, oh susah, very difficult, because you kalau macam keluar rumah without wallet, okay lah, betul lah, you tinggal IC, tinggal ATM card, but you still can make, you kan ada sekarang ni ada e-wallet, dah ada you can keluarkan duit. Kalau macam Maybank, they allow you to withdraw money without your ATM card, ada service macam tu, so many things. So kalau keluar rumah, better bawa phone macam tu. So that is the biggest breakthrough. So now you have to think, in order for you to choose what kind of innovation, you have to look at the current big picture and what is it going to be next. That's very important. Okay, so where should we focus our innovation efforts? Where should we focus? First, you need to start by identifying the dimension. Map the utility curve for investing in each dimension. Determine your focus. Okay, so what are dimensions pula? What are dimensions pula? Okay, so dimensions are a few aspects. Contohnya, let's say we go back to the mobile phone. What are the dimensions? We are talking about the smartphone itself. We are talking about the internet connection. We are talking about the data connection. Okay, so these are the dimensions which involve in satu phone. Okay, so when we have a phone like this, what are the dimensions? So you need to have a good phone. The phone tu sendiri is a dimension. So if your company produces better phones, boleh juga. Or maybe you look at, okay, the internet connection. So you focus on internet. Your company gives better internet connection. Can also. Or maybe your company provides cheaper internet connection for students. So that's also a dimension. So each of you can get the dimension. Okay, that is how, kalau di KL, Lala Move came out and Bungkus Eat came out, because they focus on each dimension. The dimension, the overall picture is food delivery service. Food delivery service. Tapi they look at each part of it. Maybe kalau I provide a better service, orang akan pilih I. So maybe it gives better option. Maybe I provide a new transport service yang cover lagi jauh, so that people will choose this. So sales on the company will go up lah. Sekarang ni, dulu makcik tu jual nasi lemak dekat kawasan sekitarnya saja, dekat taman dia je. Now with Foodpanda, Grab and all those things, she can sell food to another taman because other service. Okay, so in order for you, your innovations to occur, you can also look at these dimensions, identify what dimensions is there available and focus on that. And map the utility curve. Okay, utility curve will come and look at this invention in dimension and perlu invest tak? Perlu kembangkan lagi tak investment? Perlu kembangkan tak dimension? And next, you also determine your focus. Okay, first try to identify the path of technology, but the path the technology has taken over the past, where their faces were different aspect changes. Okay, that means what are the faces now? Look at the dimension. Try to imagine what customer would want if they could have anything. What would customer want? Look at the dimension. People want, sekarang ni when you order Panda ke Grab ke, food is there. People want to eat. What do people want? Ini saya jawab sendirilah. Ini kalau saya tukar soalan tu, try to imagine what my student diploma saya would want if they could have anything. Dia orang perlukan bila bagi celik-celik mata, dia orang nak makanan sebelah muka. That is what they want. Sebab in UiTM Tapa, di mana saya bekerja, kafe di bawah ada. Kafe ada jual macam-macam. But student tak ada. Di manakah student? Kat bilik. Student tak makan? Makan. Kenapa dia orang tak turun? Malas. Dia orang malas nak turun 2 tangga tu nak pergi kafe. Dia orang sanggup ambil phone, order. Di UiTM Tapa belum ada lagi. Masa setahun lepas belum Panda boleh masuk. So who did they order? Order daripada kawan dia seorang tu yang buat macam Foodpanda, who go outside and buy and deliver to the room. Sanggup macam tu. Okay? Nak cakap makanan luar lagi murah atau lagi sedap, same thing. But kemalasan itu sebab dia kata, apa nak turun? Tak payah mandi. Celik mata, order phone, ataupun yesterday, semalam boleh order makanan, and bila bangun, makanan tergantung kat luar pintu ke, kat atas tu, everything done. Bayar semua online. This is how customers want these days. Okay? Cafe bawah complain, student tak datang. Student ada kat atas tapi malas nak turun. So, kalau kita ambil these dimensions, if the cafe owners don't change, mereka masih dengan dulang besar, dengan nugget menunggu student, then it's going to be a problem. So customers is different now. Now customers are. So when you want to innovate your ideas, your effort, you have to think, what do customers want? Apa yang mereka perlukan? Customer perlukan fast service. Orang call hari ni, kalau boleh esok datang, semalam datang. That's what customer wants. And they want easy, senang. Mode pembayaran senang. They want everyone, kalau boleh bayar pakai online kan senang. And they want it like that. And they want service which is fast. And they want information to be given to them. Contohnya, when you order something, that's why Foodpanda, dia bila you order, you orang ada pemakluman. Your food has been collected. Your food is on the way. Oh, customer suka because they know where is their items. Okay, so they like it that way. Sama juga macam Shopee. Oh, the food is here. Oh, the barang is here. Oh, barang tu kat sini. Oh, suka. Kalau dulu kalau kita post je lah. InsyaAllah akan sampai lah. InsyaAllah lah, but we don't know where. Okay, so this is something innovative. Okay, innovative. This is what the customer wants. So how do you know what the customer wants? Satu, you boleh buat survey lah. Tapi takkan nak tanya semua orang kan, apa yang you nak, apa yang you nak. You can just get a random feedback. Next, you can map the utility curve for investing. So this is the utility curve. Okay, so utility curve is about, example kat sini. Okay, utility curve is about dua produk. So dalam example ini, I give you music and customer. Okay, bukan dua produk. Is satu produk, okay, recorded music available and their customers. So what do customers want sebenarnya? Okay, so what do they want? They want the first few songs released, wider selection, atau they want to see yang lain-lain. Okay, because kenapa saya pakai example ini ialah sebab this is the experience they have masa dulu kalau dia orang pergi kedai muzik. Masa pergi kedai muzik, dia orang ada experience pegang katalog tu, tengok experience, they want semua music kat situ. Wide selection, but now everything is one technology based, so they want to have the same experience. And ada juga customer yang kata dia orang suka beli lagu, beli kaset ke CD ke whatever, tapi they only like the first 3, 4, 5 songs saja. Rugi tak beli semua. So those experience pun perlu dibawa juga. So you map this and you know now what to invest. That's why YouTube came out, Spotify came out, because Spotify dia boleh ambil lagu, dia boleh buat selections, okay, and come from there with a minimum cheaper price, with a minimum price. Okay, those are the things that you have now. Okay, so you have to see what you want to invest in. Sama juga, even if you are having let's say you buka satu kedai kopi, for example, or kedai kopi kan. Yang you sell coffee from your joint yang does not have dine-in, tak masalah. But you see your customers all waiting in line, panas. So maybe you can focus on pasang aircon. That is also an innovation. While people wait, okay, even the number system too is also a small innovation, because people know how long are you waiting. The number is there. That means people know that nobody else will cut your queue because you have a number. So these are some dimensions of innovation that you can follow. Right? Determine your focus now. Where do you want to go? Do you want to provide a good cost, comfortable, reliable, easy to use? These are some examples I talked about. Okay, so maybe you bought some survey lah. Survey, you find out that now. Okay, it is important for a buyer to feel the cost is important to a buyer. Can it be cheaper? Can it be anything? So you need to find out which is this. Okay, people come to kedai coffee. I think they are not worried about cost that much. People go to Starbucks, Coffee Bean these days. Are they worried about cost? I don't think so. But they are worried about, or they want to feel comfortable. They want to feel cheap. Okay, there was a recent study on private colleges. Okay, kenapa ramai orang masuk private college ni? Kenapa ramai orang private college ni? You know what the study came out with? Student ni sekarang, dia akan suka pergi institution yang hebat-hebat. Memang betul lah, adalah yang pergi lah kan. Kalau dulu student feel proud, UTM, proud, UiTM, proud. Sekarang ni tak. Student akan masuk Instagram, dia akan tengok. Oh, ada satu student ni, dia pergi MMU. Dia upload gambar Subway. Caption, before going to class, having Subway. Before going to class, having bubble tea. Oh, student kata, best pergi MMU. The Subway, the bubble tea. So that is what they think of. So that is what they feel comfortable. They feel nice. Okay, so that's why some universities are investing on this, are allowing people to come in and to have bubble tea. Biar student rasa best. Okay, now kalau macam student cafe yang jual ais sirap, takkan orang nak letak dalam Instagram. Nak pergi kelas sekarang, beli nasi bungkus dengan ais sirap. Tak ada begitu dah. Okay, it's no more that way. I'm sure all of you dulu-dulu pergi kelas beli nasi ni kan, nasi dengan air paling sedap pun dia aiskal untuk us. Now, tidak lagi. Biar nasi itu putih dengan kicap, tetapi air itu mesti hebat. Betul tak? Do you agree with me, Rashidah?
Agree, Doctor.
Sama kan? Sebab that is how it goes now. So, what I'm trying to say is you focus on your, determine your focus. Where do you want to focus your innovation efforts to? Innovation, like I mentioned dalam first slide tadi, tidak perlulah something new. No, it doesn't need to be something new. It needs to be something which is reliable, easy to use, comfortable. Even kalau dulu you jual pakai plastik, sekarang you jual pakai cup, that's also a sort of innovation. Boleh dikira juga. Senangkan orang. Dulu you jual pakai mangkuk, sekarang you jual pakai cup. Or pakai another styrofoam bowl or whatever. Boleh juga, tak ada masalah. Alright? So these are three of the innovation questions that you need to understand as well. Okay? Alright. Next, you also need to look at your budget. Most firms face serious constraints in capital and other resources. They can invest in projects. Firms use capital rationing, set aside a fixed R&D budget. It's often percentage fixed R&D budget and bring the orders. Okay, so in your organization, you can set a budget. Because if we want to start everything new, budget is always a constraint. So we set aside sedikit rationing, and which one do we want to focus first? Always remember, you cannot start everything. Tak boleh. So you have to start something here, next year here, or next year here. Baru boleh jalan. Okay, so percentage you determine lah. Okay, what is the percentage like? The percentage is typically determined through the industry benchmarking or historically benchmark of firms' performance. If your firm is doing well, you will invest more. Why do you say that? That means if your firm is doing well in selling bubble tea, so you can think of mungkin promoting bubble tea outside in a different location. Or there are a lot of customers, so you can think of okay, maybe I need to buy more cups. Boleh juga. Or maybe I need to innovate with the plastic to cups. Boleh dikira juga innovation. Okay, so you have to see what is the benchmark of the current evaluation juga. Okay, bagus juga macam kopi ais yang dijual viral tu. Okay, dia terbalik juga. Dia itu pun satu blue ocean juga. Orang lain semua jual cup, biarkanlah orang lain. Tapi saya jual ikat tepi je. Terus balik pada asal. Dulu macam tu lah ikat tepi. So dia buat air kau tu ikat tepi. Okay, sometimes air tu tak adalah kau mana pun, but because it's ikat tepi, orang dah tak jual, it's now here. Tapi soon, kalau banyak lagi company macam tu, ikat tepi, kalau tak cool lah, dah patah balik pada cup pula. Things like that. Okay. Alright, so development budget, this is an example of how you can allocate your development budget based on your industry, based on your description. Okay, how much do you want to allocate? This is how within the industry lah. Okay, sometimes you can compare with other industries how much do you allocate, because if you don't allocate this much, orang lain akan allocate, company lain akan buat. So by the time you nak invest on that, dah berubah dah. The market has changed. Sama juga macam AirAsia tadi, they invested on something else. They invested on frequent flights, and they made it by the time MAS sedar, nak buat dah lambat dah, because AirAsia dah ada kat situ dah. Okay, so AirAsia dulu MAS flies to Jakarta only. Sekarang ni AirAsia not only Jakarta, Bandung, Jogja, Medan, everywhere else. Okay, those days they only go one. Now you go frequently to everywhere. Okay, frequently to everywhere. Okay, let's see what else is there next. Okay. All right, I think we can stop here for today. All right. All right, let me explain to you about your assignment, your group assignment. Okay, I will stop here for today, and maybe you can start on your group assignment for this class. Okay, let me just open the assignment. Okay, right. So these are some questions in the case study here. These are several case studies which are available. Okay. It's talking about innovation solution for low carbon businesses. Okay. So these are some case studies which are available from different types of companies. Okay, different types of companies. Ada dalam, I think 9, 10, 11 lah. Okay, so you can read this case study, choose one, and then once you have chosen one, once your group has chosen one, each group needs to select one of the given case study, refer the attachment yang tadi tu, dalam email awak ada, discuss among yourself and make sure no group has the same case study lah. So pastikan tak ada group yang sama. Dia pun 2 group, so senang lah. Okay. So based on the selected case study, prepare 4 important parts. Introduction, summary, background study. Assess the innovation or technology strategies taken by the company. Okay, so how do you assess them? You assess these innovation or technology strategies based on success and failure. So ada dalam case study ini is a success thing and ada juga yang failure thing. So you assess that and you pilih salah satu. If the case study is about success, then you focus on success. Next, you discuss the influence or contributing factors or issues which related to that success or which related to that failure. Next, you elaborate lesson learned from this case study. Compare and contrast with the theory and real life situation. So you elaborate based on that. Compare dengan teori-teori yang ada. And write the report. The report should be maximum of 10 pages, single spacing, area 11, and then turn it in and submit to me on the 19th of December by 5 p.m. So 19th of December pagi, kita akan buat presentation, 2 group, present about your case study, explain to me, explain to the class about your case study, and in the evening before 5 p.m. submit your report. Okay, so 19 itu is lama lagi lah, lagi 2 minggu lagi. Okay, so I stop here today. I'll give you some time to start discussing about this case study, and maybe you have maybe you can start doing sikit-sikit dah, so that in 2 weeks time boleh siap lah. Okay, are you all okay? Boleh ke?
Boleh.
Okay, so make sure you this is a group work, so you can start today juga. So tomorrow kita akan continue with another 2 chapters, and maybe I'll give you your individual assignment which is to be completed tomorrow. Okay?
Betul, yang group assignment ni doktor dah email ke?
Saya dah email, dapat ke?
Itu. Yep.
Dah email.
Yang individual belum doktor?
Individual belum, individual bagi esok lah. Ya, saya dah email bagi tadi, dapat tak? Dapat tak? Kalau Arashmi, saya email kat Gmail you.
Gmail lah?
Gmail. Email, dapat tak? Fazrin dapat tak? Fazrin, saya email dekat...
Dapat doktor.
Dapat kan? Dapat. Fazrin pun Gmail juga, yes. Syida pun Gmail, Ira pun Gmail, Fahmi pun Gmail, Hafiz pun Gmail. Dapat? Semua dapat ke?
Dapat doktor.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you start discussing now, and walaupun dah 2 minggu lagi, you can start doing now so that you have enough time to maybe you nak segregate satu buat apa semua lah. Okay, so I'll leave you for now, and we stop here for today. And inshallah next week, okay? Tomorrow we'll continue with another 2 chapters, and I'll give you your first group assignment. Hafiz macam muda-muda remaja.
Tak ada tu.
Tiba-tiba saya teringat cerita gila-gila remaja.
You respect pun nampak muda.
Oh yes. Okay, thank you so much. I was sorry, do you have any question? Arad, Hafiz, Ira, Fazrin, Sheikh Rashida and Fahmi?
Tak ada, Doktor.
Okay.
So far no, Doctor. We see you tomorrow. InsyaAllah.
Okay, insyaAllah. Araj di pantai ya? Okay, selamat. So I will see you tomorrow same time, and tomorrow insyaAllah I will give you your first individual assignment. Jangan lupa kalau nak discuss pasal yang apa namanya group assignment ni boleh, and group assignment ni kena present ya. Okay, kena present juga. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Doctor.
Peace. Doktor tak off record lagi ni. Nak group discussion nak, Peace? Buka group. Cakap off.